YouTube fam, how y'all doing? This is your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews 2.0. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, you know what? There's been a debate as long as, toys have been in existence. Quality over quantity. And that depends on the person who's buying. You know what? I'm okay with my figures behind me. Ranging from 19.99 up to for one of the higher figures, probably about 80 bucks. I think the highest figure, and it was got by my wife. I think it was Sapinto. I think he was 120. Dude, this is the stuff that I want to talk to you about. You're willing to go that extra mile for a figure that you want. Everybody is different. A lot of us work with different budgets. You tell me a figure that costs $250, and man, see, if you look at it like this, if you really break it down for all those figures you got back there, if you did this and did that certain way, you'd be able to have these figures. Bro, I'm gonna explain something to you. All these figures weren't bought at one time. They were bought over a period of time. And see, that's what makes this a little different. And see, this is what makes this hit different when you talk to people. I don't want one figure sitting behind me. I don't give a damn if it's 1/6 He-Man, from Mondo, or the Sabretooth that they got coming out, man. Dude, I don't want no figure that big and it's just sitting there. You got one damn figure. It look creepy after a period of time. It's just one figure sitting there. Dude, even if you get a lot of them, that's a whole bunch of big-ass figures just sitting there. Dude, that ain't my jam. That ain't my speed. Dude, I'm okay with these figures that I got that are the size that they are. See, that's the thing that people don't understand. They don't understand that you're comfortable in your own skin. You're comfortable with what you're collecting. Quality control issues affect every toy line, from Mayfax to Hot Toys to Masco, Sideshow, Storm Collectibles, SH Figure Arts. All of these toy lines are affected with quality control issues, just like the cheaper toys. This is why you take a look at all of this and you understand what is truly going on. You know what? Are you just flexing due to the prices? I could afford those $500 toys. A $325 Rattler ain't gonna hurt me. A $300 Hiss Tank ain't gonna hurt me. Dude, it won't hurt me either, but I'm gonna say it just like this. Is it going to tuck me in at night? Is it going to tell me that shit going to be all right? Is it going to fix me dinner in there and make me feel good about all the shit that's going on in my life? No. But see, a lot of people do it to have a status. A lot of people have all those high-priced toys behind them. And dude, like I say, after you take this toy out the package, it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything else. You like, man, but see, I get what I want. And see, and that's cool. And I have no issues with none of that. I have no issues with nobody living their truth, living their best life. Buying what it is that they see fit and what they like. Dude, I'm all good with that. I'm the first person applauding you, letting you know that, hey, this is all good. But see, a lot of people don't understand that. We gotta all be on the same page, and we shouldn't be. Dude, I've been enjoying this hobby since I was a kid. Since I was buying toys, saving up my money, from babysitting, washing clothes, doing chores that my mama wanted me to do, cutting grass, doing some everything, man. And see, once you look at all of this, you take it and you soak it in. All this stuff came into play. I played with He-Man and G.I. Joe, Transformers, and all these other Thundercats and Silverhawks. But see, the thing is, once I started looking at the prices, man, I'm okay with these prices. But once we start going up with those other prices, no. It's hard for me to justify spending $250 on a toy. It's hard for me to justify spending $500 on a toy. Dude, I gotta be realistic. Even video games, man. I buy a lot of toys, man, and video games and stuff like that. I used to buy systems that cost an arm and a damn leg, man, and I had to stop and think about it. When I left being single, shit got realer. You understand what I mean? When you single, you can spend your money the way you see fit. But when you with somebody, or married, or in a relationship or whatever, you gotta consider everybody's feelings, bro. Everybody sit around and make it seem like you supposed to sit here and be like, yeah, that's all I'm supposed to do is really just do this and that, and we're gonna be okay. No, Mr. Superman. One thing that you gotta understand when you collecting high-priced toys, is what are you collecting them for? Or if you collecting them for the flex, are you collecting them because they're amazing, or are you collecting them because what? Most people collect this stuff for flexing. And I was asked the other day, they said, "Ain't that what you doing?" No, I'm not flexing. This is what I collect. I collect toys, fam. I collect action figures, video games, and all of that stuff. And people ask me like, still, you know, you got all this stuff. What's your number one piece? I really don't have one. I don't. When I pick it up, I like it just as much as I like the last piece, bruh. That's what the collection is to me. The collection is just having fun with it. You know, I'm gonna go off subject for a second. I had started back into comic books, man. And, I started reading and, just sitting back reading storylines and story arcs, man, just having a good ass time. I think I picked up like, what, 35 books the other day? Off of eBay sale, man. And that's how I do them usually, because these damn stores, man, are for the birds because people doing way too much in them. They act like they know every damn thing. It's like going into a record store and you ask, "Oh man, what's the hottest record this week?" "Oh man, he ain't hot. That record ain't hot." If you really want somebody that's hot, listen to these people. You'd be like, "Yeah, your band, right? Your band is the hottest one out." But what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is, do you. Stop worrying about what other people think. Stop worrying about how deep my pockets is and how deep your pockets is. If you could afford all that, that's all good. Dude, I'm not spending money on shit that's gonna sit on a shelf. If I bought a Rattler, what I'm gonna do with it? It's just gonna sit there. It's gonna take up so much damn room. After a while, I have to look at it. I'd be like, okay, what am I doing now? Man, but you can make dioramas and that's one of the reasons you collect too much stuff. If you stop collecting so much stuff, you can have this. No, dude, I want affordable shit. I buy affordable stuff. And I'm trying to figure out why we paying all this money for all this unaffordable stuff just to say we got it. But see, that's the thing in collecting, man. We love to flex. We love to, show our muscles and show what we doing out here, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's in the eye of the beholder, quality versus quantity, man. To me, quantity doesn't necessarily mean cheap and garbage. Quantity means that it's affordable. These figures right here are really good figures. They're affordable. The quality is okay. The details, the sculpts are really cool. Not every piece is going to be a hit. Just like with Hot Toys, you find pieces that you'd be like, I don't even know why they created this. They could have just, did something different. Man, see, that's the thing. Same with these HasLabs, man. They do some HasLabs that have you thinking Robbie Reyes and the Ghost Rider car, man. It didn't do shit. It just had like glowing wheels with fire on them or something. I'm just sitting here thinking the car should have been remote control. He should have had magnets on his feet where he could be on top of the car with his whip. The light should have lit up. I'm talking about really lit up. The car should have made sounds. It should have had everything for the prices that they're trying to get for stuff. And see, that's the thing that I talk about where a lot of people don't understand. Everybody wants something. They say, hey, man, it seems like you want stuff, but you don't want to pay for it. I'm not going to pay an arm and a leg for garbage now. I'm not going to pay an arm and a leg for something that they really didn't think about. When you doing these particular toy lines and all this stuff, these crowdfunding and all of these big issues, big ticket items, you got to make sure this shit makes sense. You got to make sure that everything that you're doing out here makes complete and utter sense. And that's what we're dealing with. A lot of stuff is not making sense and it's not adding up. This is why we get stuck the way we do. But see, that's what I'm talking about. And I know a lot of y'all may say, well, that still didn't answer the question. You didn't say that, Hot Toys figures break at certain points, the static joints, the poses, things break. I get it. We all know that. Just like we know back here with the stuff back here. When I was talking to you about Super 7 and how the joints in the middle of between the legs, if if that thing breaks, the figure gets real loose and like fall forward. Sometimes the figure is not able to pose right. And they said, well, take the item out the package carefully. Even doing that, half of the time, man, this stuff is not always there. And they ask, like, then why get it? Because the nostalgia factor, man, because they're the only ones that create it at an affordable price. See, when you looking at stuff, you looking to buy, but you looking to buy it at an affordable price, not at an expensive price. You got to think about shit that makes sense. Hell, I'm not about to spend $2,000 on 5 or 6 toys, man. That's crazy as hell in here. I be looking at that like, what the hell was I thinking? People ask me, why did I step away from that cat's lair? It's a big ass hunk of plastic that don't do anything. Do it have lights and sounds? Do it have all this other stuff, man, like the original did? I don't think this one do. And see, that's the thing, man. You know, if that's the case, you can find it on the secondary market, you know, for a minute. You can probably find it for the same damn price. This is why I say be careful what you invest in, man. After a while of looking at it, you say, damn, it's cool as hell looking. Just like the Thunder Tank. What did it do? For $400 or $500, what did it do? It didn't have no lights. It didn't have no sounds. There was barely any color on it. It should have been remote control. It should have came with a figure. Dude, you didn't get shit for that. It barely could really move. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just to say you got it. I'm not one of those collectors just to say I got it. Hell no. See, this is what we got to think about as collectors. When I start talking about quality versus quantity, sometimes you think quality, you think, oh man, that's the high price shit. You know, that's like saying a Lamborghini compared to a Nissan Z 300ZX. And people say, oh, Lamborghini is the better car. I don't know. See, with a lot of these hypercars, those engine lights pop on real quick. It pops on for anything. Now, all of a sudden, you stuck with a whole bunch of shit. So this is stuff that I want you to sit back and think about. You know, let alone with those 300ZXs, man, those engine lights don't pop on unless some shit is really going on. See, hypercars and all the rest of that stuff, man, you got to really look at this stuff, man. And see, this is why I say quality versus quantity. Dude, you get the stuff that you want. You know, I was looking at it just like this. I said, hell, if I ever got rich and we were buying cars and shit, I said, I get me some cars. I get me some affordable cars. I do this YouTube shit for real. I have what? A Camaro from what? An IROC Z from the 80s. I have a Firebird from the 80s with the big Firebird emblem on the top of the hood. I have a Nissan 300ZX. I have a Ford Pro GT from the 90s, man, you know, in weird colors. See, this is the thing that you, as a person, should really look at. Just because these cars are not $1 million cars don't mean that these cars don't have value. Some of these $1 million cars don't hold value because, again, it costs too much to fix them every time they go wrong. Look at the Stradman channel and look at how much he says these cars cost each time something needs a tune-up or this or that. The only reason why he really afloat the way he is because he gets endorsements and he got other side ventures and things like that. And, you know, again, people will leave their cars with him, and I'm pretty sure they pay him for that too. So you got to look at it, man. Quality is not always cracked up the way it should be. You know, you thinking, oh man, this is, you know, I got a Lamborghini, man. Haha, man. But Tim got a Nissan 300ZX, man. You know, the Diablo used the headlights from the Nissan 300ZX. You knew that, right? But see, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand, fam. But till later, thank you for watching. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Peace out.